bright like a roaring fight, crypto dreams under stadium lights, sweat and fire, hearts ignite. Evening sports buffet, with the Ginch replay. Highlights, wild scores collide, it's a riot live tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Mike. That's what day it is. Welcome to another edition of Early Eating Sports with Favorite with Ginch. I'm Sid Ginch, Ryan Nick, your host here on the Cold County Entertainment Network and Juice Media. March Madness starts tomorrow. The official NCAA men's tournament starts tomorrow. Have you made your picks? And then tell me who you had playing in the national championship and who's going to win it. Some of the stuff I went over in the previous hour on but some news and notes from around the world in sports today. The Bucks would like to shut down Giannis for the season. He says, I know. This is reported by Jamal Collier, ESPN. The sides had multiple meetings over the last 24 hours, but Giannis has remained adamant about returning to the court this season. They're not going to make the playoffs. As long as he's not risking any further injury, he wants to come back. It would take a miracle for them to make the playoffs. So I don't know why he would want to come back and risk further injury. And of course, you want your most prized possession to be of the utmost health. But look, he's a competitor. He wants to play. The Bucks are like, if we're going to trade him or somebody's interested, they're willing to give up the house for him. We need to be as healthy as he can be. I understand. I get it. I get it on both sides. I went through some of this NFL stuff too. The Eagles are traded for Panthers quarterback Andy Dalton. Backup. Does it make them better? I don't know. Is it insurance policy? Yes. The Hockey Hall of Fame is not going to give Jack Hughes his hockey puck back. Calling it the golden puck. Reported by Greg Wyshynski, Espen. Philip Pritchard, Vice President of the Resource Center and curator for the Hockey Hall of Fame, told ESPN on Wednesday, unfortunately, in the easiest words, it was never Jack's puck tone. It's been donated to us now. For every artifact that's been donated, we have a paper trail and signed paperwork of where it comes from. So there you have it. Yesterday, Hughes basically said, I'm trying to get the puck back. Like, that's bullshit that the Hockey Hall of Fame has it, in my opinion. Why would they have that puck? I don't see why Megan Keller or I shouldn't have those pucks. Well, it's been explained to you. But I get, you score the winning goal in the Olympics to win a gold medal. I wouldn't understand why you would want it back, but time to flip the page. Rory McIlroy has come up with his Masters Champions dinner menu. There are 12 items reported by ESPN News Services. There are 12 items on the menu from appetizers to dessert, and then 4 labels from Augusta National's fabled wine cellar. Here's the menu. The appetizers are a peach and ricotta flatbread, bacon wrapped dates, rock shrimp tambora, and grilled elk sliders. First course, yellow fin tuna carpaccio. No, that's not the name of a band. The main course, you have the choice of Wagyu filet mignon or seared salmon, and your dessert is sticky toffee pudding. Alrighty, kind of healthy. Wagyu is the most expensive steak in the world, by the way, just so you know. Tampa Bay Buccaneers GM Jason Licht said on Wednesday that he's not feel betrayed by the departure of Mike Evans. He said, quote unquote, reported by John Delaney at ESPN, Mike gave us everything he had for his 12 seasons here and established himself as one of the best players in the league. So to say it again, one of our best players we've ever had, I don't feel betrayed. He earned the right. I said that over and over. He earned the right to make this decision. And sometimes you've got to talk it over with your family, and just sometimes you're just ready for another chapter. So they have it. Much to the chagrin of Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans. And this was disturbing when I read it. Reported by Shweta Surendran, ESPN. Kevin Mays, a former Cal State Bakersfield assistant coach, accused of pimping and other offenses, will face trial after a California judge ruled Wednesday that there is sufficient evidence to prosecute him. He faces felony and misdemeanor criminal charges that include pimping and possession of automatic firearms, drugs, and child pornography. Mays has pleaded not guilty to all charges. And again, this is going to be disturbing to some. Mays allegedly possessed more than 600 images of youth or child pornography and distributed obscene matter involving someone under 18 years old. Police forensic examiner testified Tuesday that 28 videos found on Mays' phone, timestamped between 2022 and 2024, depicted sexual conduct with a minor. Disturbing. I'll just read the rest verbatim here. Judge Eric Bradshaw presided over the hearing Tuesday and Wednesday after another judge was rescued from the case for unexplained reasons. After hearing hours of testimony from various police investigators and specialists, Bradshaw stated that there is sufficient cause to believe that the defendant committed these offenses. Police testified about the relationship between Mays and a woman who allegedly worked as a prostitute under his control. They and Kern County prosecutor Christine Antonios provided details about advertisements, phone and text exchanges, car rentals, and other aspects of what investigators alleged was a prostitution operation covering at least 3, but possibly 4 states. Again, this is disturbing. We will keep an eye on this. Jeff Borzella from ESPN. An article here. Coaches predict the end. Men's NCAA tournament champion, potential Cinderellas, and more. Arizona got 12 first place votes. Who thinks is going to win the national championship? Duke got 5, Michigan 3, Florida 2, Houston, Purdue, UConn 1. The top 4 contenders: Arizona, Duke, Michigan, and Florida. A potential Cinderellas. They have Miami of Ohio as they have to get by today, obviously. South Florida, they have them as a potential Cinderella. The Akron Zips, the Northern Iowa Panthers, and the Partridge in a Pear Tree. Again, if you're tuning in live, tell me who you think is going to win the national championship in the men's side, but also the women's side as well. Let me go to the NBA. Scores from yesterday: the Hornets beat the Heat 136 to 106. Leading scorer for the Heat, Tyler Hero with 20 points. Leading scorer for the Hornets was LaMelo Ball. He had 30. Miles Bridges added 14 points and 10 boards. Thunder beat the Magic 113 to 108. Leading scorer for the Thunder. Go figure. I'll just give you a guess. Shea had 40 points. Chet Holmgren 20 points, 12 boards. If it wouldn't be for those particular players, I don't think Oklahoma City would be all that good. Orlando, your leading scorer was Paolo Banchero. He added 32 points and 10 boards. Pistons beat the Wizards 130 to 117. Leading scorer for the Pistons was Jalen Duren with 36 points. He had 12 boards. Leading scorer for the Wizards was Bub Carrington. He had 30 points. The Knicks beat the Pacers 136 to 110. Leading scorer for the Pacers, go figure. Actually, somebody other than Naismith or Zubac. Jarius Walker with 16 points. Leading scorer for the Knicks, Josh Hart had 33 points. The Cavaliers beat the Bucks 123 to 116. Leading scorer for the Cavs, Evan Mobley and James Harden each had 27 points. Evan Mobley added 15 boards. For the Bucks, leading scorer was Kevin Porter Jr., 25 points. Timberwolves beat the Suns 116 to 104. Leading scorer for the Suns was Devin Booker. He had 34 points. For the Timberwolves, the leading scorer was Julius Randle. He had 32 points. Nuggets hammered the 76ers 124 to 96. Leading scorer for the 76ers, Marjon Beauchamp had 16 points off the bench. For the Nuggets, leading scorer was Christian Braun, had 22 points. And the Spurs hammered the Kings 132 to 104. Leading scorer for the Spurs off the bench was Keldon Johnson, 18 points. Wembanyama had 18 points as well. Leading scorer for the Kings was Maxime Renaud at 32 points. On the slate tonight in the NBA, the Warriors and Celtics just tipped off. Later on, Thunder, Nets, Trailblazers at the Pacers, the Raptors at the Bulls, the Jazz at the Timberwolves, Clippers at the Pelicans, Hawks at the Mavericks, Nuggets at the Grizzlies, and the Lakers are at the Rockets. Let's see. NHL. Scores from yesterday. Islanders beat the struggling Maple Leafs 3-1. Canadians over the Brewers in overtime 3-2. Blue Jackets all over the Hurricanes 5-1. In overtime, the Wild beat the Blackhawks 4-3. Final in a shootout, Preds over the Jets 4-3. Oilers over the Sharks 5-3. Canucks over the Panthers 5-2. Sabres blanked the Golden Knights 2-0. And the Lightning over the Kraken 6-2. Right now, on today's schedule, Devils, Rangers, Penguins, Hurricanes are scoreless in the first. Later on, the Senators are at the Capitals, the Stars are at the Avalanche, Blues are at the Flames, and the Flyers are at the Ducks. Sidney Crosby is set to return after his Olympic injury. It's hair. All this other stuff I went over yesterday. Few Major League Baseball jabronis. As soon as it comes up here. Venezuela beat the U.S. yesterday 3-2 in the World Baseball Classic. Much to the chagrin and disappointment of the United States side. Bummer for the United States. But congratulations to Venezuela. Especially with all the bullshit that's been going on in the last 2-3 months. Earlier today in Major League Baseball, the Braves beat the Phillies 3-2. Yankees blanked the White Sox 1-0. Cardinals over the Astros 4-1. Orioles over the Blue Jays 3-2. Rockies over the Reds 8-6. Final in 8 innings, the Dodgers beat the Giants 5-1. Angels over the Reds 7-4. Then the Angels beat the Brewers 4-3. Split squad, obviously. Mariners beat the Brewers 7-3. Marlins Nationals was canceled. Ongoing right now, bottom of the 8th, the Diamondbacks. 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, leading the Cubs 16-8. Pirates over the Tigers 3-0. And later on, the Royals are at the Rangers. Again, NCAA men's basketball, the tournament kicks off tomorrow. Right now, one of the playing games in the first, Lehigh leads Prairie Valley 27-23. And my man Tom Fallon from Fox Sports Their Radio in Easton on the call for Lehigh. And then later on, Miami of Ohio and SMU will tip off at 9:15. NCAA women right now, Richmond and Nebraska, one of the playing games early. Nebraska over Richmond 11-10. Again, I really wish they would get rid of these playing games because they're beyond fucking stupid. Let me jump to some other college sports. NCAA men's college baseball scoreboard. Games from yesterday. Top 25 action. UCLA, number 1 ranked UCLA, beat Pepperdine 5-4. Texas, the Longhorns, the second ranked Texans go down to Tarleton State 6-1. Number 5 Auburn beat number 3 Georgia Tech 9-2. Final in 8 innings, number 4 Arkansas beat Northern Colorado 13-2. Final in 7 innings, Mississippi State all over Jackson State 17-1. Number 7 Georgia beat the Citadel 8-5. Number 8 Oklahoma loses to Southeast Louisiana 3-0. Number 9 Virginia over Georgetown 6-4. Number 10 NC State, a final in 7 innings over UNC Wilmington 14-2. Final in 7 innings, number 11 Florida State beat Bethune-Cookman 12-1. Number 12 Southern Miss beat Nichols 4-0. Final number 13 USC beat San Diego State 7-4. Number 17 Oregon State goes down to Portland 3-1. Number 18 Florida beat Stetson 10-1. Number 19 Clemson beat Charleston 3-1. Number 22 Tennessee beat Eastern Kentucky 10-3. Number 23 Texas A&M beat Texas State 9-6. Final in 7 innings, number 24, Wake Forest beat Liberty 11-0. Top 25 action today. Ladies and gentlemen, in the bottom of the ninth, number 9, Virginia has scored a late touchdown to go on top of Liberty 14-10. Not much pitching in that one, obviously. Right now, bottom of the third, Campbell is up on number 16, Coastal Carolina, 2-0. Early on in the first, number 19, Clemson and the Citadel. Later on, number 25, Louisiana at Houston. Earlier today, number 4, Arkansas beat Northern Colorado 9-4. Number 14, North Carolina over UNC Greensboro 8-2. And that was it. And that's today in top 25 action in baseball. NCAA women's softball. Scores on the ladies' side from yesterday, top 25. Number 6, Alabama over Louisiana Monroe, 4-1. Number 9, Arkansas final in 5 innings, 10-2. Number 20, Duke final 5 innings, 17-0 over UNC Wilmington. Final, number 21, Oklahoma State beat number 22, Grand Canyon 10-5. Bunch of games were canceled due to weather. On the slate today for the women, top 25 action. Right now, number 13, Georgia's up on Georgia Tech 3-1. Number 24, South Carolina all over Georgia Southern 13-0. Bottom of the third, number 14, Virginia Tech and Longwood are scoreless. Bottom of the first, number 4, Oklahoma up on Memphis 2-0. Later on, UAB is at number 12, Mississippi State, and North Dakota is at number 17, Washington. Earlier today, final in 5 innings, number 14, Virginia Tech beat Longwood 12-0. Number 25, UCF over Florida International 3-1. And there were some games postponed due to weather. Oh, I think I forgot to go over this yesterday. Just double check it here. Scores from yesterday, because I forgot that the Champions League was kicking off. Again. Scores from yesterday in Champions League. Sporting beat Bodo Glimt 5-0. Sporting advances on a 5-3 aggregate. So Bodo Glimt was up on Sporting 3-0 on aggregate. Bodo Glimt gets knocked out. Arsenal beat Bayer Leverkusen 2-0. Arsenal advances on a 3-1 aggregate. Paris Saint-Germain blanked Chelsea 3-0. They advance on aggregate 8-2. And Real Madrid bested Man City 2-1. Real Madrid advances on a 5-1 aggregate score. Today, as soon as it comes up here, Barcelona beat Newcastle 7-2. Barcelona advances on 8-3 aggregate. Bayern Munich beat Atalanta 4-1. They advance on a 10-2 aggregate. Liverpool beat Galatasaray 4-0. They advance on 4-1 aggregate. And Tottenham beat Atletico Madrid 3-2, but Atletico advances on aggregate 7-5. Tomorrow, Europa League kicks off. Again, we are T-minus, 2.5 weeks away from the Masters? 2 weeks? Somewhere in there. I think it's 3 weeks. to the Masters. I think we're going to end it there. A short show. Major League Baseball, we're about a week away from the week and a half from the start of the Major League Baseball regular season. Golf this weekend, obviously. NBA and NHL winding down their regular season, and men's basketball and ladies basketball tournaments will be kicking off this weekend. So enjoy. I normally take off from work for the first day, go watch the games. Not doing it this year. I looked at some of the early games. Other than maybe the Ohio State TCU game tomorrow early on, I think the others are going to suck. So that's why I'm not even going to bother taking off from work. But that's normally what we used to do way back in the day for the first day of the tournament. So if you're not checking me out, go check out my man Fuji here on the Cole County Entertainment Network and Goose Media. As I say at the end of every show, practice compassion, practice empathy, have passion for what you do. Hug somebody every once in a while, you might make their day. Tell somebody you love them. You might not get a second opportunity. And for Christ's sake, if you see somebody struggling in any sort of fashion, ask questions, inquire. How can you help? How can you get them help? You might not just be saving a life, you might be saving a multitude of lives. So, with all that being said, I enjoyed tonight's action. I'll see everybody tomorrow night at 7 p.m. here on the Cole County Entertainment Network and Boost Media for another edition of Early Evening Sports Buffet with the Ginch. Enjoy your evening, everybody. Oh, one thing left to do. That's for Dandy Don Meredith to take me out.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.